China's next-generation cities aren't just being built, they're being engineered, designed, and optimized to create a future that feels years, sometimes decades, ahead of what the rest of the world is imagining. And at the Canton Fair 2026 in Guangzhou, China is putting this future on full display. What you're about to see isn't science fiction. It's the real blueprint of the cities China is preparing right now. Imagine arriving in Guangzhou and the first thing you notice is how different the city feels. It's not the skyscrapers, every major city has those. It's the way everything moves with purpose. Drones delivering packages overhead. Autonomous taxis gliding silently through traffic. Smart streetlights adjusting brightness as pedestrians pass. Even garbage bins that sort, compress and recycle waste automatically. It's as if the entire city is alive, reacting to people in real time. And this is exactly what China showcased at the Canton Fair 2026, its vision of living cities where buildings, transportation, energy and data systems all communicate continuously. These aren't just futuristic concepts, they are fully functional demonstrations. China wants the world to understand that the so-called cities of tomorrow are already operating today. Inside the exhibition halls, massive model cities stretch across entire rooms, detailed down to the smallest road, river and rooftop. Each miniature city represents an actual project currently under construction or already approved. We're talking about cities powered by 100% renewable energy. Cities where every building produces its own electricity. Cities capable of capturing, recycling and reusing 90% of their water. Cities where AI controls traffic, weather forecasting, sewage flow, building ventilation, emergency response and even crowd movement. But what shocks most visitors isn't the scale, it's the speed. China isn't predicting these cities for 2050. They're planning them for 2030, or even sooner. And Guangzhou itself is the perfect real-world example. Over the past decade, the city has evolved into one of the most technologically advanced urban centers in the world. At Canton Fair 2026, visitors were transported across the city using driverless pods operating on elevated smart loops, a new rapid transit system powered by magnetic glide technology. These pods aren't prototypes. They're already integrated into the city's infrastructure. And that's just the beginning. China's next-gen cities are designed to merge nature, technology and sustainability into a single ecosystem. Vertical forests climb the sides of skyscrapers. Parks grow on rooftops. High-speed rail lines run directly through commercial hubs, making air travel between cities unnecessary for millions of people. And the concept of 15-minute living, where everything you need is within a short walk or bike ride, is becoming standard. China is also taking automation to a level no other country is close to achieving. Entire construction sites shown at the fair were being built with zero human labor. AI cranes, robotic welders, automated concrete printers. Buildings rising in days instead of months. This isn't just efficiency, it's transformation. It changes how cities grow and how fast they can be scaled. Inside the fair, smart homes were among the biggest attractions. You walk through a door and AI instantly adjusts the temperature, humidity, lighting, and even scent based on your preferences. Refrigerators that track what you eat, washing machines that set their own cycles, mirrors that analyze your skin, and health toilets that monitor vital signs. A city where your home becomes your doctor, your assistant, and your energy manager all at once. Energy systems were equally mind-blowing. Wireless charging roads for EVs. Solar panels embedded directly into window glass. Buildings that store excess energy underground using next-generation battery vaults. Districts powered entirely by hydrogen with zero emissions. China isn't just focusing on what cities look like, it's redefining how cities breathe, move, and sustain life. And while technology dominates, China's next-gen cities also prioritize nature in a way that feels almost futuristic. At the fair, China presented new eco-corridors, green highways connecting urban centers to forests, rivers, and farmland. These corridors allow wildlife to move freely across regions while also improving air quality and cooling temperatures. It's a design philosophy that merges high-tech with deep respect for natural ecosystems. But perhaps the clearest sign of how advanced China's city vision has become is the way everything is connected. Your home is linked to your vehicle. Your vehicle is linked to the grid. The grid is linked to the environment. And all of it runs through a central AI platform capable of making thousands of decisions per second. It predicts traffic before it happens. It prevents blackouts before they occur. It detects emergencies before humans can react. This is the nervous system of China's future cities. What's even more surprising is how accessible this vision is becoming. Many Chinese cities are opening their platforms to global companies, encouraging startups and innovators to test new technologies within real urban environments. China is essentially turning its future cities into giant laboratories for the world. The Canton Fair 2026 feels like a portal, a window into the next stage of human civilization. Not in the distant future but unfolding right now. China isn't building futuristic cities for tourism or bragging rights. They are building them to set new global standards, to lead in innovation and to redefine how societies function. As you walk out of the fair and look at Guangzhou glowing at night with its illuminated bridges, autonomous buses, floating drone lanes, and smart skyscrapers shimmering across the Pearl River, one thing becomes clear: China's next-gen cities aren't coming someday. They're already here. And soon the rest of the world will have no choice but to follow the blueprint China just unveiled. And as you step further into the heart of Guangzhou, something becomes unmistakably clear: this city is no longer just a place where people live. It's a synchronized system, a living organism powered by data, engineered by design, and elevated by imagination. The deeper you explore, the more you realize that China's next-gen cities are not merely technological projects, they are cultural transformations. In these new cities, transportation isn't just convenient, it's intelligent. On certain roads, cars no longer rely on drivers. Instead, the roads themselves send instructions to the vehicles. Traffic lights disappear because intersections are managed by AI that predicts and controls the flow of vehicles down to the millisecond. Highways communicate with electric cars, adjusting speed and lane distribution automatically to eliminate accidents and traffic jams. And for pedestrians, elevated sky bridges stretch across blocks, connecting shopping districts, parks, offices, and residential towers. These bridges are equipped with cooling systems, climate-controlled walkways, and lead glass floors that light up with every step, turning something as simple as walking into an immersive experience. But one of the most groundbreaking elements showcased during the Canton Fair 2026 is the concept of the zero-labor city. A place where most physical jobs, maintenance, cleaning, delivery, repairs, are performed by autonomous machines. Dozens of robot types were demonstrated. Robots that climb skyscrapers to clean windows, drones that inspect buildings and identify structural issues, machines that sanitize public spaces. Robots that deliver food or medication with pinpoint accuracy. These aren't prototypes, they're ready for deployment in real cities. Inside the Smart Infrastructure Pavilion, China revealed its next ambition: cities capable of responding to climate change in real time. Buildings that adapt their exterior shell based on temperature. Streets designed to absorb floodwater instantly. Parks that change shape to form natural barriers during storms. Even reservoirs controlled by AI to release or store water dynamically. A city that doesn't just survive extreme weather, it anticipates and overcomes it. And this adaptability extends to social life as well. China's future cities are being designed to reduce loneliness and increase community connection. Neighborhood climates adjust at night to encourage outdoor activities. Public squares use soundscaping technology to enhance social interaction. AI monitors crowd behavior to detect stress and create calmer lighting and ambience. Imagine a city that actually helps people feel better, think clearer, and live healthier. In Guangzhou, you can already see these ideas taking shape. Residential complexes feature fully automated service centers where robots collect deliveries, distribute mail, water the gardens, and alert residents when maintenance is required. People no longer need to call for help. Homes automatically schedule repairs and report issues before anything breaks. Even retail has transformed. Stores without cashiers, without staff, without checkout lines. You scan your face or phone at the entrance, pick up what you want, and leave. AI handles everything else instantly. This level of seamless integration creates a sense of effortlessly. Life feels smoother, lighter, more fluid. Education is being reimagined too. Smart classrooms allow teachers to customize lessons for each student. AI tutors help with homework, monitor progress, and adapt teaching styles. In these next-gen cities, learning becomes dynamic and interactive rather than passive. Healthcare takes this even further. City-wide diagnostic networks detect environmental risks, pollution spikes, and potential disease outbreaks before they can spread. Wearable health devices sync with public systems, allowing for instant medical alerts, smart ambulances that arrive before you even call, and hospitals that prepare treatment rooms automatically as you're en route. China is designing cities that actually prioritize human life in ways the world has never attempted. And beneath all of this brilliance lies one unifying idea: efficiency without chaos. China's city-building philosophy emphasizes harmony between people and machines, between modernity and nature, between growth and sustainability. This isn't about creating cold, mechanical environments. It's about elevating daily life to a new standard of comfort, safety, and possibility. As night falls, these cities transform into living art. Skyscrapers beam interactive light shows across the skyline. Bridges glow with synchronized LED waves. Entire districts breathe with changing colors based on energy usage, weather, and community events. Even the air feels different, cleaner, lighter, the result of advanced air purification systems embedded into buildings and public spaces. What's most jaw-dropping is that all this innovation isn't isolated to one place. Dozens of new cities across China, Xiong'an, Shenzhen 4.0, Chengdu Future District, Shanghai Lingang, Hainan Smart Port, Wuhan New Tech Zone, are being built with the same overarching vision. And each one is becoming a global test site for the future. China's message at Canton Fair 2026 is simple but powerful. The next era of human civilization will be shaped by the cities we build today. Cities that learn. Cities that heal. Cities that grow. Cities that protect. Cities that inspire. And the rest of the world? It's watching closely. Because whether we like it or not, these next-gen cities aren't just the future of China, they are the blueprint for the future of humanity. And in Guangzhou, standing amidst the glowing skyline, flying taxis humming overhead, and autonomous systems running effortlessly, you realize something profound. The future isn't approaching. It has already arrived. As you take one final look at the city shimmering under the night sky, a realization hits you: this moment will stay with you forever. Because it's not just about technology, skyscrapers, or glowing drones. It's about witnessing a civilization rewriting its future in real time. A place where everything feels purposeful. Where innovation isn't optional, it's the foundation. China's next-gen cities show us what happens when imagination becomes policy, when ambition becomes infrastructure, and when dreams are built in concrete, steel, and data. These cities aren't waiting for the future to come. They are pulling it forward, piece by piece, invention by invention. And as you leave the Canton Fair 2026, one thought echoes louder than anything else. If this is what China's cities look like today, what will they look like 5 years from now? 10 years? Or by the time the rest of the world even realizes what's happening? The answer is simple. By then, China will already be building the next version. A newer future. A smarter world. A civilization that refuses to stand still. Because while others are imagining tomorrow, China is already living in it.